Khabib on Islam Makhachev. Khabib was talking about Islam in his press conference, not about the religion, about the guy. He said Islam Makhachev just needs to be more active and fight. Needs to not think about title, but stay active and take fights now. So I looked into it a little bit more. Islam is, guess how old do you think Islam is? 29 years old. 29? So I went a step further and looked at how many fights did he have in the UFC and how many did he have during those years, like every single year. So he started in 2015. He had 2 fights, one in May, one in October. Then in 2016 he had 1. 2017 he had 1. 2018 he had 2, and 2019 he had 2. So unfortunately, he hasn't had that many fights in the UFC. Typically, the UFC wants people to fight, or this was previous, but I don't know how much they want now. But
he's so avoided, you know. He's so avoided in that whole class that like if you fight him, there's like a big chance of not only losing your ranking, right, but getting destroyed by this guy.
It goes it's deeper than that because he does have an injury history as well. He also abides by that Ramadan restriction where he doesn't fight during that month and a little bit prior and a little bit after because of getting back in shape and spirituality and all that. But so he's fought no times in 2020. It looks like it's confirmed that he's not going to fight during this month because of the illness that he came down with and what RDA came down with. But I wanted to make like a little comparison with Khabib, right? Not necessarily the same exact fighter, but he has similar background, similar in terms of the same camp, right? Maybe the same manager, I think. Yeah, Ali Abdulaziz. Yes. So Khabib joined the UFC in 2012 and fought 9 times in the 5 years. So he joined in 2012. In 2017, he turned 29, right? So in that 5-year time frame, he fought 9 times. Islam fought 8 times in that same time frame. On the when he turned 29 years old, Khabib, he fought Edson Barboza, who was top 10 ranked at that time, and was on a 3-fight win streak. If you look at that parallel and you compare it to Islam, he is kind of in that same realm, where he's 29 years old. He's had 5 years in the UFC, has fought 8 times in the UFC, and is now looking to enter that top 10. Khabib did that using Edson Barboza, who's probably he's probably like 6'5", around back in 2017. So Islam is being targeted to face RDA. Do you know what rank RDA is right now?
I'm gonna say somewhere in like top 6, top 7. I'm not too sure.
He's 6th, which is kind of surprising.
He's 6th?
Yeah, he's 6th ranked. So I think what the UFC is attempting to do is they continually try to make this fight with RDA. There's obviously other people that he could go and face that are either ranked better than RDA or worse. But if the goal is to get him into the top 10 and make him more active, there's other options out there. There's Paul Felder, for example, that will fight anytime, right? He'll fight anybody and anywhere. There's other people.
Pandemic Felder.
Yeah. There's Donald Cerrone that he could fight, right? There's a lot of people that he can fight, but I think the UFC is targeting RDA specifically because they know RDA is a little bit older. He's slowed down significantly. He has a style that Islam most likely would beat. I'm not sure if he would finish him, but most likely a decision win. Plus, would catapult him to that 6th spot potentially, 6, 7, and 8 around there.
Also with Islam too. Yeah. Also with him too is that if you compare him to Khabib, I mean, skill-wise he's there, and also with his personality, he's much more out there too, right? So yeah, it'll be fun to watch him out there.
Yeah, his potential. If you want to make parallels, you can probably make parallels of Nick and Nate Diaz. Like Nate Diaz was always in the background, but he had a lot of personality in terms of Nick. right, compared to Nick. So Nick was always in the front and in the spotlight. He had all the attention from the media and from the fans, and Nate just sat back. And then eventually Nate took his opportunity when it came, and he got catapulted. And arguably, you could say that Nate is more popular than Nick now. A lot of factors, right? Because Nick hasn't fought for years, and Nate has been active and been on like.
Well, the post-Conor fight, like it's a big argument. But,
yeah, exactly. So I really want to see Islam Makhachev to go on that same journey that Khabib went on after he turned 29 as well, where he beat Edson Barboza, and then he went on to, the rest of the story, when he went to won the belt and whatnot. So Islam needs to be more active in comparison to his close competitor and friend Khabib. He's on basically the same trajectory.
He needs a Brock Lesnar fight too, right?
He needs give him Brock Lesnar
and Mayweather.
Give him, but hopefully he gets just keep him on the RDA fight. He gets top 7, top 8 ranked, then he goes on and maybe faces a top 5 opponent. You never know what's going to happen, but Khabib is right. He needs to be active and not think about the title right now. Just win your fights as they come. The one or two fights average that come to you per year.